Yes, sir. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Put that in mind. Wake up, wake up, wake up, come on. Wake up, wake up, wake up with the butt out of mine. Had to put you in the refrigerator. Don't happy 4th me, man. I don't celebrate this day. Why am I celebrating the day when my slave masters were free from having to pay for me? And my great grandfathers. Somebody said happy still ain't free day. How about that? You know what I mean? Hey Bree, how you doing? Haven't heard of Jones freestyle in a while. Hey, I got guns that leave niggas on a defibrillator. I'm too hot. Leave niggas dead, so I gotta start the live in the refrigerator. What you want, Sherry? Nah, you can't have this, boo. This is not for you. But I'm gonna mix this salmon with the shrimp and the ragu. I'm wildin' past it. Styling savage. I got mafia movies in my mind, you know. Italian classics. Ooh. Niggas ain't fucking with me because they too timid. I told them it's like apples and orange, you a lemon. Yeah. Alright, now let me stop playing. He said, nah, it's a joke. I'm talking about on the beat. Well, you gotta look up my page, man. You probably not following me on the gram, man. I just dropped some shit today. I'll be dropping shit every day. And I'll be making beats that's really like, you know what I'm saying? Really top tier. You know what I mean? Get in tune with me. The real Serius Jones on Instagram, right? But yo, what's up, new people? Listen, if you didn't already know, hit the like button. I appreciate y'all coming in the live. Pardon me, I didn't even get my intro right. Serius Jones, J1 us doing a great one left, back in the fresh, Mr. Down Around in 1,000 Towns, cornerstone entrepreneur and more, the battle rap GOAT, you know what I'm saying? Things of that nature, right? But we here chopping it up on the platform, man. Welcome back to Jones Land, man, where we keep it all the way funky. You know what I mean? Like a whole batch of collard greens. So hit that like, double tap the screen right now. Haha. You know what I mean? Put me in the algorithm, please. Let us get a good look on these videos, especially when we chop real topics. You know what I'm saying? Prayers up to 4 extras. You know what I'm saying? Brother just apparently a firework blew off his whole hand. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's like, who could see that coming? He said, Serious, what's the word, my guy? I'm actually cooking, just making some, I'm gonna make me some pasta. I'm gonna make me some pasta. And the phone is actually overheating because I just had a whole session. And y'all, as some of y'all know, I make these beats on my phone. So sometimes the phone, like, you know, me, it just be overheating. And I gotta actually put it in the refrigerator. And if I wanna go live with stuff, I gotta make sure it cools down first. So that's part of the reason why I'm putting it in the refrigerator too. But yes, and by the way, I need to see those thumbs up matching the people here, right? It's like quadruple the people, then the thumbs up. So hit that like button, you know, before we get into chop mode, all right? Double tap the screen for me. Haha. Right fast. Just don't even act like it's difficult. Just go on and do it. Just go on. I don't like to have this conversation with you, all right? You know, I know I ain't been around a couple days, maybe a week. I get it. But yeah, let's keep it on the up and up. He said 4 extra hands looks crazy. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Yeah, that's yo. This is how I'm like losing your hand. Like I actually had surgery on my hand recently, and having just not even the use of your right hand, like stuff like just even just wiping your ass, Like, it's just regular things that just is so weird for you not to be able to use your right hand, bro. Like, people don't even understand. So I mean, prayers up to that man. That's crazy. And they said basically it's blown off. Like, he got like 2 fingers left supposedly. But you know, when it's like that, they gotta cut it down to the nub because you know it's too much missing. You know what I'm saying? So they gotta cut around that and basically probably try to salvage everything like to the wrist. You know what I mean? Because he just blew the whole thing off. What's up, new people? Hit that like button, man. Hit that, double tap that button, man. He said, "What's that's teenage stuff, you know?" Yeah, man. I mean, I can't even say that because, like, where I live, like right now, it's fireworks. And y'all gonna hear some more fireworks in a second, I'm sure. They make fireworks a big deal around here, so you could say that, yeah, teenage shit, but there's a lot of people that enjoy fireworks and make it a whole thing. But the irony is that, man, people celebrating this holiday as if it's something for us to celebrate, which is kind of crazy to me, man. But hey, I know we just be doing stuff, and we love an excuse to party. So that's really just be coming down to, what I'm saying? We don't be caring about the reason or the meaning behind the holiday. It's just, hey, it's a holiday. Hey, we cooking out, it's parties, you know what I mean? Fireworks, whatever, right? That's how we be giving it up. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I'm not gonna act like I don't be going to 4th of July parties and watching the fireworks and all that. But I'm not acknowledging or celebrating independence. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a whole different thing. He said, "Jones, what's good, boy? Can't call it, brother." He said there was no fingers left in the picture I saw. Yeah, I think they said his hands blown off. Like, this is why I listen for words, right? I listen for keywords because, people like to exaggerate, right? So I'm like, when somebody says you blew your hand off, right? I'm thinking like, okay, you know how like they say, we got blown up, right? And then you see him, and it's like, oh, he got a piece of, his face or his whatever, but you got blown up. Versus when you say somebody got blown up, it's like literally smithereens. It's pieces everywhere, like blown up, right? So it's like it's level. So when they say hand blown off, I'm thinking at first like, okay, hold on, let me see if they mean off, like ain't nothing left, or like, okay, he blew a couple fingers, or you know what I'm saying, whatever. And I was thinking they might be able to, because I know technology sometimes they can reattach stuff, right? Like if this finger gets severed, they can reattach it. I know they can do that, depending on how the damage is done. But also, I guess it depends, because depending on how much damage is done to the tissue, why is it 3 times as many people as likes? Are 30 y'all haters? Anyway, double tap that screen, stop playing with me. But anyway, yeah. So if the nerves and everything, can be reattached, that'll be a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he get the use of his hand back. You know what I'm saying? And but prayers for the brother either way. And there's a blessing that he's still here. But apparently, according to Adam, from what I just saw, because I just did my little homework to find out what was going on. He said that he's in surgery, but there's other complications because of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the unfortunate part, man. Because obviously there's some other, there's gonna be health complications. There's some other implications if you lose something like a hand or a limb or something. You know what I'm saying? You can go into shock for that. You can have a heart attack from something like that. You can lose so much blood that you can, you know what I'm saying, have mental issues or different things can happen based off some shock or some trauma to anything on your body on that level. You know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, he really blew the entire hand off. No joke, it's terrible. I don't think his whole hand gone, yo. No, yeah, they're saying it is. He said, when you say people need to leave the country and see the difference, that's a fact, Jack. I just got back. That's what's up, brother. He said, looks like everything is going up to the wrist. Damn. Yeah, Jones was good, fam. Can't call it Brooklyn. He said there's nothing left to work on. Jones, how do you reattach from the wrist? I don't know. I don't think you can reattach from the wrist. I ain't gonna lie. That's too many tendons. That's probably thousands of tendons. You know what I'm saying? Your wrist and your hand? No. I was talking about a finger. You know what I'm saying? I saw like I had a finger hanging off one time. Wallahi, I had a finger hanging off. You know what I'm saying? Like you can still see like you can still see some of my scars, and so you can see how deep and went. This still grows up through my nail. Like look, my nail still grows that way with the line in it from how deep I cut it once. Now my nail permanently grows with a line in it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's certain shit like I know about cuts and injuries and you know deep scars and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I've been stabbed 5 times. Like you know what I mean? Look, no Diddy. Look how big that is. Look how deep and wide and everything. Pause. So a bunch of them were just you know what I'm saying? This was to the white meat. I could see my ribs in this. When that happened, I could see the white. And it was like, oh! I was breathing, and it was just, whoosh, whoosh. It was graphic, man. But at the end of the day, I mean, I don't think anything could be more graphic than losing an entire limb or losing an entire, you know what I'm saying? That's, yeah, like I said, that's thousands of tendons. That's wires hanging. You know what I'm saying? That's all type of stuff in there. It's like, damn, that's hard body karate, man. Prayers up to that man. I wouldn't wish that on nobody, man. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Do I rap? Yes, I do rap. I rap, I produce, I make beats. I'm an author. The Art of Word War is available right now on Audible, Google Play, Amazon, etc. All right, it's the Battle Rap Handbook. Okay, I am a battle rap legend. Okay, and I have battles coming up. I have another one that's in August. Make sure you stay tuned. Flyers going up. Big T is about to get walked down. Okay, you heard it here first. All right, you know what I'm saying. But also, I'm an ambassador of the culture, man. I'm somebody that's lived this hip hop lifestyle for now 40 something years, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm an old, I'm an OYN, you know what I'm saying? I'm a young, you know what I'm saying? I'm a young unk, you know what I'm saying? So I still wear, cashmere sweaters like this, but I still pop it. You know what I'm saying? I still got some game. You know what I'm saying? I still got young, attractive young ladies. You know what I'm saying? That you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm still, you know what I mean? I'm still, but I'm wise. I'm experienced in life. So I got interesting perspective to share with y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I'm a man that's been living. And I've been living at a high velocity. I've been living at a high frequency. You know what I'm saying? So it makes for some interesting content, to say the least. You know what I mean? But it's about consistency. That's been my problem in terms of I've never had a consistent relationship with y'all to where I'm running my mouth and building the brand of me and you just in life-wise. You know what I'm saying? I only had battles and I would just do my thing and just, all right, boom. But, that's what we're building now. God willing. He said, who lost the hand? 4Extra, the Rolling 40s Crip from LA / No Jumper podcaster. Firework. Blew his hand off apparently. They wouldn't put me under for my wisdom teeth because my blood pressure was too high. Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes they gotta monitor that. Absolutely. He said 4Extra lived up to his name because he was being extra. Y'all diabolical. He said, what's up, Serius? I can't call it roster. Pardon me. I got a phone call, pardon me. All right, boom. I'm trying to read. I'm gonna catch up with what y'all saying right fast. It said, baby face unk. Ooh, I kind of like that. I kind of like that one. I might have to keep that. Tell them about the ism. Ah, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, we ain't gonna tell them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm gonna keep it yeah with that one, man. Shimmy ya, shimmy ya, shimmy ya. You know what I'm saying? That's we gonna ODB that one. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep this on up and up like an elevator. You know what I'm saying? So we have nothing taking me down. Ooh, bars on the anyway. We said peace to Serius Jones, man's a goal on the rap tip. Peace to all y'all. Salute, brother. I appreciate that. He said, take Kaya Pebble because the lawyer of blood pressure, they're gonna give you salt. Oh, cayenne pepper. He said Kaya. I think you mean cayenne pepper. He said Kaya Pebble. I don't know. But yeah, man, that's the scoop, man. The brother apparently I don't wanna repeat. I do want to repeat it. I'm not gonna lie. I want to repeat it, but I'm not going to, cause it's diabolical and it's rude. But I don't want to repeat with the new nickname they was already trying to give him. I'm like, yo, y'all is ruthless, bro. I'm like, I ain't gonna perpetuate that, man. If that means I'm trolling the black man, you know, while he's down, and I can't be that type of guy, right? So I won't call him for extra. No, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah. But yeah, man. Have y'all ever done something like that? Have you ever blown something up with fireworks? I remember when we used to. I don't know if I ever did this personally. If I did, I'm embarrassed. But I know that I was a part of young kids doing this, and at least was running around with them. I don't think that I did this because I think I remember feeling bad when I saw it happen, and I didn't think it was cool, right? And that's the type of kid I was. I was bad, and I guess in the mischievous way, like, you know, I wanted to do stuff I wasn't supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be places I had no business being. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to hurt people that weren't trying to hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Ironically, we had all types of fights. We had all types of drama, but it was like, when it was like, okay, we packing somebody out and somebody's down already and somebody's like, you know, overly stomping them on the, you know what I mean? I'll be like, yo, all right, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm the person that sometimes would, you know what I mean? Of course, not all the time, but sometimes, you know? Sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you know, you have a heart. You be like, yo, all right, you know, I don't really want to see bad happen to people. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I think that's an inherent nature thing. That's why with most people, right? If you see somebody unalived in front of you, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna earl. You know what you're gonna do? If somebody pulls out a pistol into your face and tells you, most people will have a bowel movement. Like literally. They will urinate on themselves or have or fart or something. Like, you will lose bodily control because that fear and that it just takes over. You know what I'm saying? So this is what to me makes the difference, where I don't think people understand what makes the difference between a real wolf and somebody that whatever. Because in those type of moments, when I go back to and I think of the moments, like the way I reacted, I'm blessed that I'm still here because it was the total opposite. Somebody shot at me, I chased him. Somebody pulled out a gun, tried to rob me. He was robbing me, but I'm negotiating the robbery. Like, I'm trying to, the one time I got robbed, I'm trying to really sit there with the guy, trying to, like, I negotiated my own robbery. I told him where to put the keys down afterwards. He threw the keys down, everything. It's like, it's crazy. Like, why did I do that? Like, why did I just, like, why was that worth it to me? You know what I'm saying? In my mind, I just didn't like the way I was getting robbed. I ain't like how I was getting robbed. I'm like, nah, hold up. Nah, you ain't gonna rob me like that. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna rob me, you gonna rob me like this. You gonna rob me my way. God damn it. You got to rob me the way that I approve of being robbed, man. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, hey, you just got to kill me then. God damn it. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna just do whatever you want during the robbery. Lay on the ground and quack like a duck, bitch ass nigga. I'm not doing that. Sorry, no. That's it for me. That's it for me that day. Sorry. Roll around on the ground, nigga, and spread your ass cheek. What? That's it. That's it. I'm out of there. That's it. Sorry. It's nice. It's been nice knowing you, life. You know what I'm saying? That's just certain things are just not gonna happen. I don't give a fuck what happens. It's like, oh, wait a minute. Nope, gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, get out this car. No, I'm not getting out the car. I didn't get out the car. No. Because I seen Minister Society. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I start getting out the car, all you gotta do is blame me, pull me out, peel off. No. And no, he wasn't a good kid, nigga. That nigga was a stone cold murderer. That nigga was an old New Orleans man with yellow eyes and a 4.5, robbed me in broad daylight in the mall parking lot, nigga, with a child as his lookout. That nigga was surely a killer. What is you talking about? And the way he was doing it was he kept telling me, I appreciate him, man. Shout out to him wherever he is, man, for not killing me, man. Because he did tell me several times that this was it. Like, and I still was like, because I'm like, bro, you're not gonna rob me and leave me stranded, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, blame me and pull me out. Wow, yeah. Ooh. Just strike that from the record, man. Only we heard that. Let's just pretend that didn't. All right. Anyway, right. That's diabolical. But yeah, you made me lose my whole train of thought with that one. He's crazy. You know what? Y'all got a lot of damn nerve, man. Y'all be pausing. Y'all be a lot more pausy than me, B. When niggas be, when they get Jones, it be like, I love to catch me. All right, I got you. It's all right. Pause. It's all right. Did I hear about the flood in Texas? 13 dead? Damn. No, I didn't even hear about that. What's up, Jones? Over here, watch all your battles. I'm from North. What up? Shout out to Jersey, brother. What's poppin'? What's goody, my brother? Man, I can't call it, man. We just in here kicking shit, swallowing spit pause. Just, you know what I'm saying, modulating. You know what I mean? Kicking the game around. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the Brother Fo Extra. Man, be careful if y'all messing with them fireworks, man. I don't really play with fire. There's 3 things that I really never got into that I always thought would be fun as like hood sports, right? And one is fireworks. One was dog fighting, right? And that's what I was about to tell y'all, which I got sidetracked intentionally because occasionally we do that, right? I was about to tell y'all I didn't feel good doing this one because to me it was like, it's just like, I don't like hurting innocent people and all that. That's not fun to me. But they used to put M80s under the bums, right? Light M80s up under the bums. So if a bum's sleeping on the bench, that's crazy when I think about it. Like, light an M80 under the bums, you know, buttocks, and you'll go off, boom, and then they run up, everybody run, ah. Like, that's savagery and crazy now I think about it, because you're basically blowing up somebody's ass. That's crazy. But yeah, that's what they used to do. They used to, they used to do that. But I never did that. But I saw people doing that. I didn't think that was fun. But I never got into the fireworks thing also because to me, it's like, it's nice to look at, but besides like some bottle rockets or something like that, I mean, I always thought of that as just dangerous and like I don't know where it's going. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like when you got the little Roman candles, you lighting and shooting everywhere. Like I'm not, you know what I mean? So I never really got into that, right? Another thing was dog fighting, right? That was a thing when I grew up, right? I called myself supposed to be breeding this dog. I thought that I was about to have a whole serious Frenchies. Now I love this dog, and this is my second and less, my animal daughter. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not really like, a cruel nigga when it comes to certain stuff. So it's like certain sports and certain stuff is just like so blowing people up wasn't cool to me. Fighting dogs really wasn't cool to me. You know what I'm saying? And it was another one I was thinking about that was like, you know what I mean? But on 4th of July, what I did like to do before, which was dumb when I was young, was shoot. That's what we like to do. That's what I like to do. 4th of July, bop, 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 bop. They still doing that around here too. All of my neighbors, they got some they got some crazy stuff. I'm surprised I ain't here going crazy, and I know why. Cause look, police is patrolling. See that right there? See them on the water? See that light on the top of the boat? They patrolling the night. And they been out like on post. Like I got paranoid yesterday because they was like parked on every corner, and I'm like, oh shit, felt like a blockade or something. I'm like, I know this ain't for me. So I'm like, what the hell going on? I'm like, oh nah, it's just because of fireworks and everybody. I'm like, oh hi, like shit. He said New York Giants player loses 3 fingers on the fireworks. Damn, cold. Yeah, man, you got to be careful with them fireworks, man. And it's like, oh yeah, the third one I was thinking about was the bikes. You know what I'm saying? Because that was another thing that my crew was known for growing up. I was the only one that never really quite had a bike together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would always have some dirt bike that I just, I got a new 80, you know what I'm saying? I just got to get the seat fixed. Or I got to just do this. Or I got to do that. I always had some little thing that I needed to do to fix it. So I never really got, you know what I'm saying, to the stage where I was just, you know what I mean? But my boys, that was what they did. We was the bike crew, you know what I'm saying? Before we was the dirt bike crew, it was the BMXs and the mongooses with the pegs and the wheelie in them, and you know what I'm saying? So that bike life was such a thing. But our thing, when we was from in Inglewood, was you were supposed to get chased by the police. That was the whole sport. That was the whole point. You get seen running from the police, doing wheelies or something, you coming up the block and everybody like, oh yeah. That was the point. And that was before the cameras, so it wasn't for cameras, you did it for the block. That was the whole point. Chase them, they chase you, you lose them, you know what I'm saying? Make a scene, have a whole adventure in the story, you come back to the block. He said, my man is paralyzed for somebody running a stop sign crazy. See, that's what I mean, you know what I mean? He said, damn, that was the view. Is that a lake or open sea? I guess it's like the bay. You see the fireworks going right now? See where the fireworks going back there? That's Staten Island back there. So I guess this is like I don't know what you call it, a bay, a tributary. I guess this water goes out to the Hudson River somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Fireworks start, but yeah, it's like it keep being all type of different random fireworks. I put a little bit on my story on Instagram yesterday. It was going there. He said, nice, beautiful. Yeah, this is the best thing about living here, man. This view, this water, it's a blessing, man. Just be able to wake up, and experience just Allah's beauty. It does keep me believing in God. It keeps me thinking about a higher thing, higher purpose. He's making me want to do better, man, when I just look out at this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, man, I need my boat. You know what I'm saying? I need my boat right there. You feel me? I see old 80-year-old people that's rich. Every house on this block is a mansion. So I see old 80-year-old guys that's out there every day doing their workout, running, jogging, you know what I'm saying? You know, rabbits running around, ducks. Everybody's got a dog, so Sherry's in dog heaven. She never really feels too lonely. You know, she got dogs to look at, bark at every day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. It's a good vibe around here, man. And it's actually, you know, some action going on recently, too. It's a lot more action going on as time progresses. It's crazy to watch a city and watch it, you know, the way everything's moving nowadays. Everything's moving so fast. Areas just develop so fast. 1 year, it just be a town, it'd be a whole new environment. You know what I'm saying? That's all it take, a year. New condos up, new gyms, new businesses. You know what I'm saying? Just like that, boom. An area that was just kind of quiet and sleepy not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? It's now, oh yeah, I know that. Like, what you mean you know that? You're supposed to be on the low. Like, oh nah, yeah, my friend, da da da. Now it's somewhere to be. You know what I'm saying? Be happening that fast. Right. Peaceful, you know, but yet not too far. That's kind of how I like to have it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like Jersey, because I could be out the way, but not out the way. You know what I'm saying? I cannot be in the way, but I could be around the way without being in the way. Hello? Having my way. Hey. That's the way I like to do it. Now, let me ask y'all a question. Y'all think it's weird? No, it's not. I'm tripping. Because salmon basiliato. Basiliato. You know basiliato? That's that Italian salmon. See? So I'm gonna make me some basiliato. Sure you want some basiliato? Yeah, roasted garlic sauce. Roasted garlic sauce. And look, check it, y'all. I'm kind of excited about something, bro. I'm kind of excited about something. Because I realized a life, you know how you got life moment things that's like bucket list moments that you know, like when I do this, it's gonna be lit, like regardless type shit, right? I know when I do this, it's gonna be one of the moments that's like, damn. All right, some of y'all heard Flygerian. Some of y'all heard the Afrobeat vibes that I've been cooking lately, right? Some of y'all heard Down That Road, which is on the what you call it, the Meet the Wolf, right? Flygerian. I got records that's real Afrobeat bops, you know what I'm saying? And it just come natural to me, I guess, and I've been studying them, right? So I thought to myself, and I get a lot of love from Africa, man. Shout out to all of my supporters from Africa. Shout out to my love. And look, boom, look at that. I'm just saying that, and look at you got the, Palestine, let's say, says, Jersey, salute, my brother. He said, that's a fact. I just do tuna from the can and the olive oil one. Yeah, I got salmon in the can, but I don't know if that's weird to do with spaghetti, like with salt. I'm like, But now I think about it, I had salmon basiliato, and that's like the little pieces of salmon, but just with garlic and sauce or whatever. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fry up the salmon. I'm gonna throw it in there with some garlic, some seasoning. I'm gonna make it its own thing, chop it up with some peppers and all this stuff, right? And then when I make the sauce, I'm just gonna throw it in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? Boom. And just be like some, fish sauce on top of the noodles. That's all. Boom. You feel me? He said, David recommended a good Cuban restaurant in Jersey. What, Cuban Pete's? Cuban Pete's is my spot, man. Shout out to them, man. I used to go there with my peoples, man. And they actually really showed love. They actually, the son there recognized me and made sure my family had a good time. You know what I mean? Shout out to that, man. I really appreciate moments like that. So what I was actually thinking was, we're going to Africa. We're going to Africa. And when we go to Africa, we're gonna film the whole process, right? And the project is gonna be called Afro Jones. Afro Jones. It's gonna be an Afrobeat project. I'm gonna link with other Afrobeat artists out there and really just poly and kick it, get some content. You know what I'm saying? And just film the whole documentary, and the album will be the soundtrack to this documentary of a black man from New Jersey, his first time touching the motherland and connecting with the people out there. What y'all think about that? So that's a good idea. African dirt glows. Africa needs to be an amazing place. No lie. Absolutely. Africa is an amazing place. Definitely. And yeah, I put that on the door because I recycle. Right? I don't throw plastic bottles in the garbage. Because you know why? It's forever. Plastic is gonna choke the life out of something at some point and somewhere, unless it's recycled. So it's gonna burn something that's gonna die. Some fish is gonna get caught in it. Something. If you just throw it in the garbage. So I always recycle now. I make that like I ain't perfect or nothing, but that's one thing I do. If I got a water bottle, I do not throw it in the garbage. I'm gonna put it in the bag on the door. I mean, recyclables. You know what I mean? Dunkin' Donuts cup, plastics, you know what I'm saying? Aluminum foils. All I gotta get recycled, man. You know what I'm saying? Serius Jones. Serious Jones? Oh yeah, that's my gang name. You know what I'm saying? What's up, cuz? He said Kenya, Rwanda, and Ghana are all amazing countries. Yeah. Yeah. Woo indeed. Woo indeed. Was just talking about boy, you know what I'm saying, and how he ran after I popped him upside his head for his homies in the hospital with staples and all that. You know what I mean? We was just talking about that moment. If that's what you're attempting to do by trolling me, by making the sound effect that I made before I got sucker punched in my face by the person that I wound up humiliating, and actually his life is spiraling downward as we speak. It's a nice try, but doesn't work. Bozo. Fucking with the goat. He said, you classic, fam. Blessings. Yeah, he said, I definitely was, brother. I know you was. Nice try, though. I'm glad you recognized it, you know. Yeah, I am classic, brother. You know what I'm saying? And I'm authentic, brother. You know? It'd be different if it didn't check out. It'd be different if I'd be lying. You know? It'd be different if I'd be just making stuff up. Nah. Should be really what it is, man. That's why a lot of these people, they really just, they can't stand it. They just, why is he still? Why is he still? Am I still battling? Shit, I just had a battle in Pittsburgh. I actually had 2 battles in Pittsburgh this year. I got another one in New York in August. You know what I'm saying? I'm outside, baby. I'm all the way outside, Jack. You say you Ghanaian? Shout out to Ghana, Accra, and all that. Haven't been following. Yes, I'm a battle rapper. I'm an MC. All right. I believe the term battle rapper is limiting. I'm an MC, and I'm from the era when if you was an MC, you had to battle. I just happened to get famous as being, you know, a battle MC before the world really got to see me as an artist fully, right? So to a lot of people, yes, that's what they see me as, a battle rapper. But honestly, I'm really more of an artist and a producer than I will ever be a battle rapper in terms of my creativity and my output. But in terms of what the world knows me as and has seen me as, it's predominantly battle rap stuff. You know, he said he's a legend. I appreciate that, man. Ain't that ironic? Same dude you coming here trolling me to my woos. Yeah, that motherfucker's crazy, man. And it's all good, man. He said the east coast of Africa looks like an oasis in photos because it is, brother. It is. When you see those women and the food, yo, first of all, I love African food, right? I didn't even know how good African food was because it's like so many different varieties of it, right? But like, it's these African restaurants in Harlem, bro. Yo, I went to this African restaurant in Paris. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. And that's stuff of law. You're not supposed to say, oh my God. But like, bruh. And this is what I mean. This was an African restaurant in Paris that was like a high-end African restaurant though. Like imagine like Ruth Chris, but like African food, right? They brought me some fish, some type of salmon or some fish wrapped up in a coconut leaf. Wrapped up in a coconut leaf. And it came and it folded open. When they put it down, it folded open. And it was like mangoes and all type of stuff just drizzled on the top, just like, and it was just like, what? I took one, put the fork in it, just flaky, just delicious, just a greatness. Like, damn. I'm looking at them, they're like, I'm like, yo, this how y'all giving it up? African gourmet in Paris? Like, okay. So it's like we don't be exposed to, the high end level of Africa sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like we're exposed to the people that we meet that's, you know what I mean? That's making a way out here, that's, might have their own mom and pop restaurants or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same as if you in Ghana going to a high end restaurant somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that shit was super fire. I was like, wow. He said, your live got recommended from the 4X title. My bad, bro. I don't know you. It's all good, family. Well, now you do. And you don't know me, but now you're going to get to know me, right? It's, you know what I'm saying? This is how we do this thing here, brother. Because that's how the universe works. And this is an organic process. And that's the whole blessing of having vessels like the internet for real niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how we make connections. And we done met people that's been lifelong friends, lifelong, you know what I'm saying, real bonds, just from kicking it. Just from going to different cities and popping it and just being 100, man. You know what I'm saying? And great minds think alike, great minds wind up linking with each other. And it's a blessing, man. That's why I'm just here to keep popping my shit. Just keep going, man. Keep going all the way up like a turtleneck. I said, why are you starting with math? First of all, I could never start with a nigga that started with me, first of all. Second of all, I've been very quiet about his spiral downward and the girly things that he's been doing on the internet and having the audacity to really be that much of a weirdo that you're going to go to the internet crying now after your fame and whatever is now blowing up in your face and everybody that you fucked over is coming back to haunt you. Now you want to play victim on the internet. I ain't been saying nothing, but now it's just getting too funny. And so I just said something because it's like, bruh, like, come on, man. That was just outrageous. You got the nerve to be talking about, yeah, I lost my weight, but I'm going to come the champion. I've always am. Man, shut up. You sound like a crackhead giving a speech at an AA meeting, man. You sound like somebody that's like talking to their mom to trying to get keys back to the house or something. Like, you sound like your girl, like you trying to get back with your girl. That's like one of them texts you say to your girl. I lost my way for a second, but I really realized what I had. Like that, like that's how you talking to us. Nigga, we hip hop. We don't hear that shit. Nigga, we know what the fuck you are. We know what the fuck you did. You was a bitch ass nigga doing sucking shit, trolling niggas, lying, acting like niggas ain't get back on you, still trying to play this game to try and get the clout, but acting like you got off on a real nigga. And now I haven't been saying shit. I ain't been saying shit about that nigga. But they always be trying to make it like I'm trolling or I'm bothering him. He always winds up bringing shit up and doing weird shit. And y'all try to play with me about it. And then when I get on his ass, it's like, why are you bothering him, Jones? Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Because from now on, yeah, I'm on every fucking body. Yeah. Keep talking enough shit, I'm going to get on your ass. Now what? Since y'all want to play, since y'all want to play like I ain't me for all these goddamn years, now I'm on some unk bullshit. Yeah, now I'm the drunk unk at the cookout. Now what? That's who I am to hip-hop now. Yep. The drunk unk speaking his mind at the cookout and not giving a damn what the hell you think. That's who Serius Jones is now. Since people want to act like they don't know that I'm 100. Well, you know what? You know when the drunk unk, when he start get a couple drinks in him and he got the grill and he start telling the family about themselves? Yeah, that's where we're at this stage. You know what I'm saying? Shit's getting serious. Indeed, yeah. That's where we at. I'm like, at this stage, I'm just telling it like it is. I don't give a damn who thinks what. I don't give a whatever. It is what it is. Somebody got a problem with it, say something, do something. I just wanted to beat that man up in front of the world. We was supposed to, and that's the point. Niggas be like holding it against me, then niggas be backing out and I be letting them, and then it's like you trying to hold it against me like, if you wanted to fight him, you could have been for him, nigga. You battled him again and now you nigga, we were supposed to fight before the battle. He backed out the fight, and then what I'm supposed to do? Just not get the 25 racks? Not get the bands? Nigga, I didn't want to stand in front of you until I could beat you up, officially. I hit you upside your head, you ran, we had to beat up 2 other people. And then you went to the net and trolled like nothing happened. I did still feel away. I wanted to humiliate you publicly. I wanted to humiliate you properly, okay? And you wiggled out of the full humiliation. And you know that. That's why you was nanny boo-booing all this time. And then I finally slowed that damn video down. Something told me, look at that video that he made to try and look like nothing happened. And it was like, oh, that's what I knew it. I knew because I hit him in the back of the head. But it was like the back. I couldn't get a good, it was back here. It was the shag area. And something told me to slow that video down, and I saw that big purple shag on the back of his head. I'm like, man, this whole time he capping like, no, shit. Nothing happened. Like, oh, you bitch ass nigga, man. This nigga is so cap, bro. That shit is crazy, man. And a lot of y'all niggas was sitting down with that nigga too. Now y'all niggas just know he a weird ass nigga, but still just like, hey, I mean, he's got a podcast, so you sitting down there having heart to hearts with this crab ass nigga. That shit crazy, man. But hey, it's entertainment, right? But hey, whatever. My thing is I don't even be celebrating niggas' downfall, but when you start just actually like just being a straight girl, just spiraling out of control and whining, it's like, come on, bro. You know, somebody gotta say like, all right. And if who better to say than me? The fuck? Yeah. Shut up. Die in peace if that's the case. Let your career die in peace and don't be squirming and yelling and kicking and screaming and now trying to, get sympathy or blame this and talk about your childhood and all this other shit to try to have reasons to why we supposed to feel sorry for your bitch ass. Come on, man. You've been wiggling around and playing games for years, man, and you know it. Anyway, he said, damn, that got dark. Hey. Point out where I'm saying something wrong. Just tell me where I said a lie. Just tell me where I said something that's wrong. No. Don't do seam. I'm not a seamer, okay? That's when people try to do that type of stuff, that's what I mean. That's why I'm a Mac. I'm a professional. That shit that hoes do. That's a hoe tactic. You trying to say, or you talking like, or you saying that like as if, or you trying to say that to seem like, no, 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 I'm a man. I say exactly what I mean. So that way it ain't gotta seem nothing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no seem nothing. And first of all, why would somebody that's winning be bitter at the person that's losing? That don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Nice try though. You know what I mean? It's just forever up. That's all. Is 50 Cent bitter of Irv Gotti? Rest in peace. If he trolled him when he's dead, you think he's bitter of him? No, bro. Hello? What are you talking about? But anyway, on to more positive things. On to more positive subjects, because that's one thing we don't do. I might make a post or say something funny, but we don't sit around talking about other people. That's not a Serius Jones familiarity. And the only reason we've had to is because of other people violating, you know what I'm saying? That's the only reason it's even been a topic, and you know what I mean? Ever. And y'all know that really know. I understand there's some people that just want shit to be sideways, you know? I get it. But there ain't nothing sideways, bro. It's all the way 100 over here. You know? Only person that got away was that guy in the Lenox Mall. Was that crackhead that robbed me in Lenox Mall. I don't know who he is. He got away with that watch. That's the only guy. You know? Oh, and the African scammer guys, whoever they are, whoever the African scammers are. But ironically, you know when you see like articles in the paper and they be like, you know, Africans found da 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 da. So it was one of those. I don't know if it was them, but I hope so. He said, my girl coming over, gotta make the bed. Bro, you in a trap house? Is this like a trap house to you? What's trappy about this house? Only thing trappy about this house is those blinds. And you know why those blinds are trappy? Because I ruined them slapping flies like this. Trying to kill the fly. So yeah, that's it. Ain't nothing trappy about this house, bro. You wanna see the view again of the water and the boats across the street? What's up? You know? If you wanna see the boats across the street and the ducks and the rabbits, you know what I'm saying? And the moon glistening off the water, you know? I don't know how trappy that is for you, but you know? Yeah. So I wish I could see where you live. I'm pretty sure it doesn't look this nice, but shut by there, brother. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I don't know why y'all be trying to get me started, man. Y'all be trying to get the diabolical, man. Start for law. So let me chill out. Because I'm just grateful to have somewhere to be, man. I'm just grateful to have somewhere to lay my head. I ain't gonna lie. I really be feeling that way sometimes. I look up and just be like, damn, it just feel good to be able to just go to sleep in your bed or just lay in the bed, just watch TV and just your own spot. Even though I've had my own spot since I was 17, it's not like it's a new concept, but it's something about when you go out into the world and you dealt with or you deal with or you see so much whatever and you get back into that house and you really just and relax and chill in your spot. I don't know. When you get to my stage, I don't want to say age. When you get to my stage in life, that damn near is the best feeling, bro. Just the peace. Like I thought about going out tonight, and honestly, even talking about that food that I just was talking about, it made me think about this food that they got at this strip club down the street. That's fire. They got some salmon that's fire down there, and I'm thinking about going down there. But I'm like, you know what? No. No, no. Because you know what? I've been going there, sitting there, these punk ass, excuse my language, fake ass girls sit there wasting your time talking to you like as if this and that happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just sitting there wasting my time having pointless conversations that don't lead to nowhere. They don't choose up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just, you know what I mean? So sometimes it's like, and then it winds up negative because instead, if they start flipping on you because they can't break you. You know what I'm saying? They thought that they was about to break you, right? So you when they sitting there telling you their whole life story and you know all of this cool shit and giving you their numbers and their Instagrams and all of this stuff and sending you pictures and all this stuff, and then at the end of it, when you about to leave, they be talking about, so I mean, can you give me something like just cause what? No, I mean, you know, like just you know, just cause, like, you know, just bruh. This is why I'll be like, man, see, this is why I'll be looking when you talking about why you looking so mean. They be coming up talking about why you looking so mean. Why you can't talk to them? You know what I mean? Damn, you just come here to eat. Yup. What's up? I'm saying, I'm just hello. My name is such and such. I'm cool. This would just happen, right? Story time. Story time. This would just happen. I went to that same exact place. Sat down, got my salmon, ordered my food, you know, fresh to death. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I went there fresh to death because you know what I'm saying. I want them to see me looking good. Of course, yes. All right, I'm not gonna front. Absolutely. Okay. So going there, fresh to death for my unk shit. You know what I'm saying? I got this hat on. You know what I'm saying? I got that. I got the him 1970. You know what I'm saying? The him 2000. Hold on, let me see. See, so you can see how I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? Oh, where she go? I don't even know where that motherfucker go. Move my damn hat. What the hell's wrong with this? Touching my damn hat. Anyway, I don't know where the hat damn went. Okay. So, anyway, I was in there, you know what I'm saying, looking like it records. You know what I'm saying? And Shorty comes up, just chasing it, right? Just will not let it go. And I'm just kind of like, what you want, right? And she's like, damn, like somebody can't get to know you. Like I said, baby, I'm not looking for no entertainment, respectfully. She said, no, well, I mean, I'm not trying to entertain you. I just wanted to get to know you. Can I know you? I'm like, all right, whatever. So we start talking, we start kicking it, whatever. She told me she's a Gemini. Shout out to my niece, she's a Gemini. Shout out to my stepmom, she's a Gemini. But for the most part, Geminis is on bad timing. They don't respect nothing. They like to feel like they're manipulating, and they feel empowered by playing with people that they think are powerful, like, and getting away with it, like, ooh, let's see what you're gonna do, and all that weird stuff. So it's like eventually it started to get to the point where it's like, bro, you know, she's sitting there telling me her whole life. Her sister comes up. Her sister's actually the one that I was looking at in the beginning. Her sister's bad, right? And I didn't want to talk to you. I want to talk to your sister, right? But now you probably gonna hate, right? So what does she do? Exactly that. All of a sudden, she just flips the whole script, starts just talking weird and acting. And my sister's trying to cool it out. And I'm like, what's you all right? And she's like, I'm just saying, like, you know, and I'm telling the sister, like, the sister's like, I mean, can you just be cool with her? I'm like, yo, I'm trying to be cool with her, but she's just popping it. Like, look, right? So I bought them a drink just to be on some gentleman stuff. You know what, huh? Buy y'all a drink. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just, you know. So I buy them a drink. She takes the shot. One, she orders a drink that's like $36, right? I didn't know, right? I handed her $100 bill. She handed me back like $4. I was like, oh, right? Drinks came up to like $76. I'm like, oh. She's like, yeah, this was $36 for this, and she got a double. I'm like, man. I'm like, okay, like this is what I'm talking about, bro. This is what I'm talking about, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gonna sit there, beat me in the head for a half an hour, 45 minutes, just to get a drink. Like, it's just bum activity. The fact that that's even a mission for you, like, you fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a whole, you know what I'm saying? I could waste these all day. I got all of these. I could just, if I wanted to, I could have plenty of these, just whatever. Bro, nobody's trying to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want your ass on me, bro. I don't want you sitting there wrinkling my linen, baby. I don't want none of you. I don't want nothing you got. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool, unless it's some money. So why are you good? Why? What is with it where you just want to feel like you can make somebody talk to you? Like you can't take the fact that a nigga don't want to talk to you to the point where you like you know you don't want to fuck with me, but you just have to try now. The challenge is something. It's such a challenge that you just gonna have, you gotta just keep picking at a nigga. Just keep trying to pick at a nigga, pick at a nigga, pick at a nigga. And then when the nigga turn around like this, rah, it's like, oh, whoa, you know, I'm just hey. He said, never go back. Yeah, I wasn't going there tonight, man. I said, nah, I'm going to just make me my own little meal right here. He said, your battle is boring coming up by Big T. Well, clearly you're a hater. So I'm actually about to put you in timeout, matter of fact. I'm going to give you a little break, all right? Well, I think I know who this is, too. So you're going to get a little break, sir. Okay? You're on a timeout. If you act right when you come back, I'll let you stay. Otherwise, you're getting permanently eradicated. Okay? Good night, brother. Let me see. Well, what do you think we should put him on timeout for? Timeout for, let's say, we're going to give you 30 minutes. If I'm still here, maybe we'll let you back. We're going to put you in the corner for 30 minutes. Look at the wall. Get your thoughts together, man. All right? He said, you ain't lying. Next time you put your head down and walk away, say, I will catch you later. With those wings, like, I ain't got no wings. How, what? What are you talking about? Now you're confusing me. You know, sometimes I be confusing me with these questions. I be trying to read that stuff. Have you been to Hawaii? Absolutely. Love Hawaii. Even though Hawaii, I love y'all, but someone of y'all in Hawaii is a little racist, man. Y'all know, you know that I'm not lying, man. And it's disappointing, bro. It's disappointing. Because I understand that, you know, Hawaiians have a strong culture. I understand that it's a very, you know, it's a very prideful culture, you know what I'm saying? The Hawaiian culture is very proud, you know what I'm saying? Mahalo, by the way, mahalo, aloha, you know what I'm saying? I'd like to believe that somewhere in history, we have some type of connection. Because the way the Hawaiians live is reminiscent in some way of, like, you know, just indigenous African type of lifestyle to me. You know what I'm saying? From the way y'all cook with the ground to, you know what I'm saying, the grass skirts to the dancing with the hips, you know what I'm saying, with the drums. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know at one point or what point in life or what point in history, or if there was a point in history where we, you know, we collided. I'm sure there was. But it's like we don't identify with that. So it's like when I touched down in Hawaii, I didn't understand what the relationship was, right? So I swear to God, within a half an hour of me touching down in Hawaii, I was in the back of a cop car. I went to the hotel. I was talking to a white guy at the hotel about where to get some butt from. I had went to an island that was kind of like an off-brand island. I'm not gonna tell y'all which one, just in case for another reason. But I was on kind of an off-brand island. I wasn't on the mainland. You know what I'm saying? And I went to the hotel and I said, I'm like, I'm talking to a young white guy. He was from LA. I'm saying, where do I get the bud from out here? Because, I always heard Hawaiian weed, that Pakalolo. Hey, I know my stuff. That Pakalolo, that's what they call it. He's like, you want that Pakalolo? I'm like, yeah, I need that Pakalolo, right? I'm like, where I get that from? He like, well, you know what? Go to this bar and ask for this guy. And he's going to tell you, you know what I'm saying, da-da-da, when they pull up. I'm like, all right, bet, right? So I go to the bar. I'm waiting for the guy. A pickup truck pulls up. Pickup truck pulls up with it was a big Samoan-looking dude driving with a bald head and a guy that looked like Miguel, the R&B singer, with a long, wavy, long, wavy mane, right? And there's girls with them. There's two girls sitting on the back of the pickup truck and one like squeezed in. And the two girls on the back of the pickup truck are like, woo! Well, they see me and they're like, woo! Right? They're all drunk and I guess, I don't know if because I'm a black man, what, they see me and they're, woo! So I'm like, okay, right? So the dude is like, that guy driving, right? So I'm like, okay. So I walk up to the guy driving. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm walking up like I'm about to, greet him or whatever. As soon as I walk up, I stick my hand out to shake his hand. The dude takes my hand and puts me in a bear hug. Mind you, he's about 350 pounds. Like he's literally here and here to me. So he takes my hand through there and falls to the ground with me. And proceeds to start wrestling me like as if it's for fun. Bruh, I'm hitting this big motherfucker with everything I got. Like, what the hell? What the? It's not hurting him. He's kind of laughing like, I'm mad as hell. I'm like, what the? I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm like, what? Right? What the fuck was that? I'm like, yo. So they pull us apart, right? They pull us apart. And before you know it, the police pull up. Before you know it, the police pull up, right? The police pull up and dudes start getting it into it with the police. He arguing with the police like, man, da-da-da, I ain't do shit, da-da-da. And they're like, sit down, sir, da-da-da. And he's like, fuck you. And he swings at the cops. He swings at the cop. And he's like, so I guess he was really messed up, right? He swings at the cop and he falls forward and you see like the crack of his ass paws. They tase him, right? And his pants fall out and crack his ass like this. He in the gutter between the cop car and the curb, shaking like this, cracking his ass all out, right? Shaking. They tasing the shit out of his big ass, right? So I'm like, oh, I dip off, right? I dip off like this, right? Pink Panther, fade right to black on their ass. You know what I mean? Snuck right around the corner on their ass, right? So, but now I'm furious because this motherfucker just literally wrestled me for play. He just said, hey, well, let me just make a joke out of your life and just fucking have a wrestling match with you even though I don't know you. I'm fucking stabbing the shit out this nigga. What the hell? I said, no, I'm stabbing the shit out this big nigga. Fuck that. No. I got a Heineken bottle. I went in the bar, got a Heineken bottle and broke it. And I'm waiting for the police to leave and for that shit to dissipate so I can stab the shit out this big ass nigga, right? But it's not happening, right? Because now he done swung at the police, they tasing his ass now, all this shit's happening. So I'm sitting there with the bottle like, oh man, right? And while I'm sitting there looking, it shit start getting so crazy, I start recording this shit, right? I pulled the phone out like, yeah, this is crazy. Once they start tasing him and the bitches going crazy too. The chicks with him, come to find out, I didn't know this at first, they're all on meth. You know it if you're in Hawaii. Huh? They're all on that titi. They smoking that methamphetamine. That cow, that method man. Yeah, you know it. That skante. That ice baby. Yeah, that beam me up Scottington. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That Heisey. That Heisenberg, that Heisey Wop, you know what I'm saying? They got that Heisey Wop, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, I didn't know. The bitches is turned up like this, swinging at the point. Fuck you, motherfucker! I don't care! Fuck you! They pulling the girls, like, fuck you! Kicking the cop car. I'm like, oh, I'm filming this shit. That's what made me start filming. I'm like, yo, they going crazy. What the fuck is going on in Hawaii? Like, it was really like it was like a Twilight Zone moment. It was like, what the fuck did I just walk into? Right? So I start filming this shit. One of the bitches sees me filming, right? And tells the cops. She's like, it was him. He started everything. He started everything. He swung at us and he's got drugs. And then the nigga, this is what I mean, there's weirdos out. Listen, shout out to my real Hawaiians. And some of them, they really just hate niggas and they weirdos, right? So the nigga said, the same nigga that just swung at me for no reason, wrestled me to the ground, created all this ruckus, just apparently because I guess he just wanted to get off on a black guy, right? I guess you don't see black niggas like that. So I guess, hey, this was just something cool to do, to just, oh, nigga, here, well, I'll show you, nigga. Like, I guess that was the thing. I guess, right? Because what other reason was it, right? So this is literally the same person that said to the police, he swung at me, he has drugs on him. That's what he said to the cops, bro. So I'm like, what? I'm like, they looking like, you guys had a fight? I said, no, I don't know what, I said, I don't know what he's talking about, officer. I'm like, I don't have any drugs on me, right? I just landed. I don't know I literally had just landed like 20 minutes ago. What? I'm like, bro, I just landed here. I'm like, you know, my life is some other adventure, bro. I'm like, I just landed. They're like, well, tell us what happened then. I'm like, and this is where I'm from. Where I'm from, there is no story. We don't tell the cops what happened. It ain't no, well, he was fighting me, I was defending myself, nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing happened. Sir, we know something happened. Listen, I don't know why people saying that. Nothing happened, man. Nothing happened. He said, okay, all right. Well, in that case, you going in cuffs. Put me in cuffs, put me in the back of the cop car. This dude is sitting there saying that I hit him. I'm like, what the? And listen, I don't even want to repeat this, but this is what he said to me. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. This is what he said to me. He said, you know what? We're gonna F you in jail. We're gonna F you in there. Yeah. I'm like, what? So wait a minute. So you said it on me for no reason. Then rat on me to try and get me locked up, and then tell me that you're gonna sexually assault me when we get to jail. What is y'all got going on, B? You know what I'm saying? Like, come to find out, I guess they all do meth on this island. Whatever. So, luckily, by the grace of Allah and by the grace of the game, somebody had seen me and seen the whole thing. So they told the police he didn't do nothing, he had nothing or whatever, and they let me out, right? Let me go, right? Took dude to jail. I go to, now I got to buy a knife, and ironically, rest in peace, I don't know, rest in peace King Vaughn, man, because his BM was telling the story, and this is how you know they don't be understanding the politics, but Vaughn be getting it. Certain warriors, they understand energy, right? She was saying Vaughn was buying a knife in Hawaii, and she was like, why you tripping? Why you buying a knife? They ain't nobody thinking about you. No, Vaughn was on point. He peeped the energy. He probably seen the way he was looking at me. He's like, they never seen a boy like you. No. Vaughn knew what the energy was. They wasn't happy looks, nigga. He knew, right? So I went in that store to go buy me a knife. I swear to you on everything I love. In the morning, I'm coming out the store from buying a knife, right? Next time somebody want to have some free get at the black man wreck, they gonna catch something, right? So I'm coming out of the store, and guess who's driving by in the same white pickup truck? The same guy. He looks right at me. I swear on my daughter's life, bro. He looks right at me, and go like this. And just drive straight fast. I'm like, what the fuck? Damn, they want to chase. Hey! They want to chase his ass. And I'm like, what the fuck? First of all, how the fuck is he out of jail? He swung at the police last night. What? If I did that, I'd be under the jail. But this is when I realized about some of these small islands and just the politics and how it works. He probably knows them cops. He probably grew up with them cops. He probably does this every weekend. He probably goes to jail every weekend. They say, come on, man. You know, you're doing this again. His name's Koa. They were like, come on, that's Koa, man. He's always doing some bullshit, man. They're trying to apologize for him. They gave me some weed, took me to a bar, bought me some shots. They want to show me some hospitality on the town now. You know, you a real one, bro. We apologize for him, man. You know what I mean? All of that. So I respect that, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I gotta get this guy. Like, that's how I felt. Like, bruh, you just did. I felt like a child. Like, you just did some bully noogie shit. You damn near tried to give me a grown man wedgie. Like, you did the equivalent of like almost a wedgie move or something in a locker room, like or in high school or something. It's like, nah, bruh. We got to. You need some repercussions. I gotta put some holes in you, pause. It's gotta no. Like, I don't know why you thought that was okay to do. So, you know what I mean? But the irony, then when you see them and they sobered up, you don't even remember, or they looking at you like, get right out of there. I'm like, man. So I got right. I said, let me get off this island. So ironically, I went to the mainland, right? And this is what I noticed. When I'm going to the clubs, right, and the bouncers are there, and they're standing there in the front, and I come up, hey, what's up, big man? How you doing? I shake his hand. You know, how y'all doing tonight? 20-yard cover. Okay, I got you, big dog. You know what I'm saying? How's it going tonight? How's it looking? You coming or not, man? It's like, oh, I never had this happen to me. I swear to you, I'm not making none of this up. And I love Hawaii, but these things made me think a little bit different about how I would love to just live there, right? Because this kind of messed my head up, right? I'm going in the store to get some Doritos. I go in the store to get some Doritos. I see, I don't know if she was Chinese, Asian, whatever type of Asian she was, right? Of course I went to ballerinas. I always go to ballerinas. You know what I'm saying? And what's the one right next door? You know what I'm saying? The one right next door. I forget the name of the one next door. You know, they side by side. The little food truck right there. And this story I'm telling you about is at ballerinas. It's the bouncers that be outside in that little alley right there. You know what I'm talking about. That little parking lot right there. And they got the one got the long entrance and the other one is right? So, you know, they sitting there partying and you know what I mean, and they tell me I can't stand there. You can't stand right here, man. I'm smoking a blunt outside the blunt. Where am I supposed to stand at? Yeah, well, this is only for staff. Everybody's standing right there. Everybody's standing around. All the natives, they all standing together. But I'm the black guy, so I can't stand there. Yeah, but everyone here is staff, man. So yeah, you can't stand there. You know what I mean? You said you met me at ballerinas too? Yeah? I don't know. It's possible, bro. It's possible. But yeah, man. And so boom, right? So what I was telling you. Oh yeah, so I'm in the store and I see this Asian lady, she's eating that, you know how sometimes they be eating that stuff that you don't know what it is, right? It looks a little crazy. But they're eating whatever, right? She's eating whatever. And I'm walking past and I'm on Instagram scrolling, right? And I walk past and I'm going to get some Doritos. And she says, don't be on phone and store. So what? I didn't even understand what she was saying. I was like, what? Because I'm literally just scrolling on Instagram looking at videos and she just hears the sound of it whizzing past on my phone. She said, you don't be on phone and store. She look up from her food, you don't be on phone and store. From the back room, right? I'm walking past, you like say this is the room and like the store's out there. She's in the back room, sees me walking past. It says that. I'm like, wait, what? On some real hurry up and buy a menace to society shit, right? So I'm like, nah. I'm like, okay, right? I said, okay, right? And I put my phone, I literally said, okay, and put my phone in my pocket. And then she said, you know what? No, you know what? We don't want your money. You're not shop here. You're not shop here. I said, what? I said, man, I'm about to buy these Doritos. I don't know what you talking about, right? And I took the Doritos to the counter, and her husband is there. And he was like, no, we don't want your business. We don't, you go somewhere. I said, what's wrong? What did I do? He said, no, you go, I call the police. You go, I call the police. You go now. I said, I was just sitting there shocked and flabbergasted. I just didn't say nothing. I was like, I looked at my man, and he literally just picked up the phone and called 911 and said, hey, yes, two black guy here. Two black guy here now. Two black guy here now. They won't leave. I literally walked in the store and just bought a bag of Doritos. He said I'm black too, but I look Samoan. Yeah, man. He said put Angel in timeout. He capping. In the scenes, I have seen him and remember him because he asked, "Has he been to Hawaii?" Yeah, I mean, maybe he was seeing it. I don't know, but I don't know. I have been to Hawaii though, and I have met people out there, so it's possible. But yeah, it's definitely, it's a racial thing, bro. And I've never even had nothing like that happen to me in America. You know what I'm saying? Even though that is America technically, but you know what I mean? For you to just call the police on me, literally, for me just being black, for you to just attack me, like literal attack for fun because I'm black on some 70s civil rights timing, 60s, 50s, that's crazy. That's diabolical. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think white boys in Kentucky and all of that is coming like that. Just see a nigga and jump on them. So for them to be moving like that, Samoans and all that, like that ain't valid, man. And that's sad because really I think it's a jealousy thing. I think it's some underlying thing where like, because we share the same culture, bro. You listen to rap, you be the gangbanging. Y'all got tattoos, y'all dress like us, it's everything. So how could there be any real hate or animosity to black people when your whole culture is like hip hop? I don't understand that, bro. I'm not feeling that. I ain't gonna lie, man. And shout out to my Samoan brothers and my Hawaiian brothers. Shout out to my brother Benji. He was one of the realest people in my life when I've been through one of the worst periods of time. He was really functioning more realer than some of my family members. And he's Hawaiian. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying it's, it's not everybody, but it's definitely in some people out there. You feel me? He said that was 2022. I heard the Samoans is real though. Yeah, for surely. For surely. They definitely on some. The lady was saying, you put them in the tube. And I was like, what are you talking about putting them in the tube? She said the volcano, they call it tube. And when niggas act up out there, just put you in the tube. No evidence. Just drive you up the hill and put you in the tube. I'm like, oh yeah? So yeah, a lot of people go in the tube. You just go in the tube. I'm like, oh yeah? Yeah, they just put you in the tube. I'm like, damn. But you know what the irony is? I felt like the vibe was like, it's a lot less violence on some gun violence and stuff like that in Hawaii. But there is some, right? For sure. But I feel like they don't have as much hatred for each other as we do. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll fight and stuff like that, stabbing, stuff like that, but it's not as much, somebody shooting people in the face and all that. Like it's not as much of that going on. Like I didn't see none of that when I was there. You know what I'm saying? But you'll see people fight. And this is the irony, right? I had a Hawaiian, girl one time that was with me or whatever, and she always wanted to fight. I didn't get it, right? One, Hawaiian people are very sturdy, right? They're thick, people, right? Big legs, big arms, big hands, They're aggressive, naturally, right? Indigenously, right? Samoans, Tongans, hello? So those Pacific Islanders, are naturally sturdy, right? Even if you see some Koreans, you see, and if you think about it, this Hawaiian all that is closer to Asia than it is America. You know what I'm saying? So these is real brolic, eat whole pigs, you know what I'm saying, type of people, right? So they naturally have a certain level of fight in them. This girl always wanted to fight. I did not understand why, right? And it was just, now I know. And when I wound up looking up Hawaii, look up high school fights. That's a thing in Hawaii. They fight in Hawaii. They fist fight. You know what I'm saying? They kickbox. You see two young high school kids fighting like this. You know what I mean? Like real karate moves. You know what I'm saying? They got the real movement. You be like, oh, yeah, they fight. That's what I realized, it was part of their culture. It was like, oh, so Hawaiians, they like to fight. They get drunk and they be fighting. That's what they do. They eat, they drink, and they fight. That's Hawaiians. Tell them, don't kill me, right? Don't kill me. I think I got, from my experience, food, fighting. I could say effing, but I don't know really. You know what I'm saying? But I know they eat. I know they fight. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Gotta burn off the alcohol, and I know they drink. Yeah, that's the three. I know they do those three things, man. You know what I'm saying? They eat that. They cook out. They roast those big whole pigs. They had a family over. They celebrate with food for sure. You know what I'm saying? And when they get drunk, they got that indigenous drunkenness. It's something about Indians and indigenous people when that alcohol hit our system. I don't know what it is. It's something where it just takes us to the dark side. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Imagine that and the meth epidemic. You got a whole lot of wild, unnecessary fighting. But then you got people that would think about, like, they think they could just fight you and it's okay after. And it's like, bruh, it's different if I know you or something, you know what I'm saying? If I know you, I grew up with you, you know what I'm saying? We got a reason to, just duke it out right fast or something, that's different. If I don't know you, you can't just be coming up to me and just trying to fight me for fun, bro. Like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's lucky that I didn't have a knife on me, because I definitely would have probably still been in Hawaiian jail for murder. Without question. And without even feeling bad about it, because you really attacked me for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the difference. Like, to me, I'm grateful that, you know what I mean, I've always been able to, navigate the situations that I have had. And when, we talked about the thing with old boy and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? People, certain things could have went too far with that I'm glad that I didn't, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's like sometimes you damn near gotta do certain things to certain people, man. Or people don't get it and they're gonna keep playing. They're gonna keep pretending like it's something to play. They're gonna even try to act like your brand is somehow tarnished because of the fact that they don't know how you give it up. So if you showing them and whatever, oh, now you're overcompensating, now you're whatever. People don't really be understanding, bro. And that's what I realized about this internet. That's why they say the internet's undefeated. You can't win. You be better off just not even acknowledge certain shit. Just keep partying, doing whatever you're doing. And when shit come up, they gonna see. You know what I'm saying? But the shit be kind of bugged out. Especially for a nigga like me. You know what I'm saying? Especially for somebody like me that's, look at the type of stories that I tell y'all. Here's the type of adventures that are my life. You know what I'm saying? Fights is nothing, but it's just like, I've been in different parts of the world. You know what I mean? Outnumbered. One black man in a whole, you know what I'm saying? A whole club full of Samoans. You know what I mean? Big old tonguings and Samoans. You know what I'm saying? That's not feeling me. Gotta hold it down. You know what I mean? He was trying to belittle you. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You say you're a good dude. God bless you, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, bro. Inshallah, man. I'm really doing I like to say I'm doing my best, man. But, I'm learning every day. Fighting my demons, man. Keeping both guards up, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to stay sucker free in a world full of lollipops, man. You know, this shit is not easy, man. In fact, it's the opposite of easy. You know, it's hard body karate, Jack. We're gonna call it a spade a spade. All right, now let me see if I can. I don't got a bottle opener, so I gotta stab it. Ain't that some BL3W? Oh, gotta make sure I don't stab myself. I was about to say something but diabolical. Chop my hand off. Alright, there we go. And then let's do like that. That's the ghetto can opener. Stop, Sherry. You smell that fish, right? You smell that fish, you like, ooh. He said, one man versus a whole tribe. Hey, listen, bro. When I got booked in Mexican, in California, in LA County, they locked me up for my girl's gun, right? Even though it was a legal gun, you know what I'm saying? I was operating the car, so they just wanted to, you know, they thought they had something. Even though I told the cop, bro, it's registered to her. I'm not from here. I was literally just driving the car down the street. I didn't know it was in here. It's a legal gun, bro. Like, he still took me to jail. Well, so when I get to the jail, did I tell this story on here? I don't even know if I ever told this story. I might have to say this story and do a whole thing on this one. But yeah, I think I actually did, because I was talking about TDE. But basically, the police took me to jail, charged me with the gun. And when I get to the jail, I know that if they don't write it right, I'm going to have to bail out. I'm going to have to really fight this the long way. They have to write it as what it is. They have to say the gun was registered to his girl. He was an out-of-state man operating it. That way, when the DA reads it and sees it, they say, oh, okay. They know to dismiss it. If they only wrote it as convicted felon, because at that point I was a convicted felon already, right, for a gun. So if they just wrote it as convicted felon riding with in possession of firearm, that's it. I'm going to have to take the long ride, fight the case the regular way, especially if they don't write it that way. So I knew I had to make somebody be on my side. I got to fight so that somebody in this building says what I need them to say in the papers, right? So I started going in. Allah be working through me too. I can't take no credit because he's really just blessing me to figure out ways to you know. So I started going in, right? Because one, the cop lied to me, right? He told me he was gonna let me get some numbers on my phone, and then when I got to the spot, he talking about nah, kick back basically. So I'm like, bruh. So one, I started lying, saying I had kids, right? I'm like, bro, what type of man is you? I'm like, I got kids, man. I gotta let my kids know where I'm at. They don't know where I'm at. Da 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 da. So he's like, man, look, I told you, just relax, bro. So I'm going ham on him. I'm like, man, you a bitch, man. What type of man is you, bro? I'm like, you this what you get off on? Taking men away from their children? Like I start hitting nerves, right? I start hitting nerves, Tucker. This what you get off on? Taking fathers away from their children and not letting them know where they're at? Do you have children? I'm like, I can't let my children know that I'm not gonna be able to be home. Daddy can't be home to pick them up. Like, man, you're not even a man, bro. I'm like, where's your boss at, bro? Get this coward out my face. That's how I start talking, right? And like, I know how to. I'm talking passionate. That shit is really hitting home. I could tell the other deputies and everybody are kind of feeling like a little uneasy, but they also feeling me. They also feeling me because they're sitting there like, I can see the tears welling up in their eyes damn near like damn, like. And I'm like, yeah, this is what you do? Take niggas from their freedom, lie to them, and then don't even want to let me talk to my kid? I told you let me call my kid, nigga. So the other guy standing there, the captain was like, all right. So then I started going in. I said, nigga, I'm Serius fucking Jones, bro. You can look me up. You got a computer right there. You can type my name in. Wallahi Dean, this is exactly what I said. I said, my name is Serius Jones. You can type me in the computer right there and find out who I am. So now the captain had enough, right? Now he's like, okay, yeah, he's a famous rapper. All right, all right, all right. Fine, let's type his name in. And he thinks it's funny, right? He thinks I'm capping and there's going to be some bullshit when he looks it up, right? So he looks it up. I swear to you on everything I love, the first thing that pops up is the me and Murder Mook battle. 3 COs is now sitting there hovered around the computer watching me versus Murder Mook in the jail. At Pico, right? They sit there watching the Mook battle. Now they actually laughing and be like, oh, okay. They're like, oh, yeah. They're like, he is a rapper. Da, da, da. So now the captain is like, don't worry, I got you, right? It's like, don't worry, I got you. This guy's furious. The guy that locked me up, he's furious now, right? Because now his boss and them, they're on my side. Now they on me like, he comes bring me an extra blanket. He comes to bring me an extra blanket like, don't worry, we got you, man. Don't worry. I was like, man, and I was basically telling him and begging him damn near, please to write it. Just please write it the right way, man. Just please write what it is. Just please write the gun is registered to my girl. I was operating a vehicle, man. I didn't know, right? So he's like, don't worry, man. I got you, right? So I guess the other cop, he's still so mad, though, at the scenario that he still takes me to the county. Even though they letting me out, instead of letting me sit at the precinct and not processing me to LA County, even knowing I'm going home in a couple hours, he takes me to LA County. When he takes me to LA County, he walks me past the cells with black men in them. He walks me past all the cells that had niggas in it, right? And puts me in a cell with like 60 Mexicans, bro. Now, mind you, I don't know much about California politics, but I know there's a reason why you got these Mexicans and these blacks separated. The why is you put me in a cell where there's no blacks? And the only guy that looked like he might be black was like an 80-year-old homeless guy sleeping underneath the bench, right? So when I come in there, the guy walking me in, the CO walking me in there, the nigga that locked me up, he got a smirk on his face the whole time, walking me down the tier like he knows something bad about to happen to me, type shit. But luckily, not luckily, blessedly, by the grace of Allah, there was a squeaker guy. And in LA, I don't know if y'all know, like you watch the movies, you know what I'm saying, where they got these guys in LA that they do the tagging. You know, they put the graffiti on the walls. They represent the gang, but they get high. You know what I'm saying? They get high, but you know they represent the gang because they know everybody. They do their tattoos, maybe. You know, work on cars, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But they're not necessarily a gangster, but they represent the gang, right? And they know everybody, right? So this guy is one of those type of guys, right? He's a little tweaker. You could tell he's like a get high type of guy. He's sitting there telling everybody his business, and then he comes and basically announces to the cell who I am, right? Because I had already been popping it in front of these Mexicans at the other spot. So, you know, they knew that I'm a rapper and, you know, I'm from Jersey and all of this shit now, right? So he just puts it on blast in front of the cell, right? And I didn't realize what he was doing at first. So at first I was like, what the fuck? He's like, hey, homie right here is a rapper from Jersey, right? He got busted with the cueta, eh? I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Shut up. And my mom like, what the fuck is you doing? I didn't realize he was trying to save my life, right? I didn't realize he was trying to save my life. Because at first, he did like this. Hey, you know Smiley from 18th, right? That's my cousin. And he's like, oh, yeah, I know. And he's like, yeah, and you such and such and such over here. So he basically established himself with the cell first, right? He established himself with the cell first, and then he said that. Then he was like, and homie right here, da-da-da-da, right? So I'm looking at him like, what the fuck? Like, why the fuck is he telling our business? Well, what he was really doing was telling them, don't attack. He was telling them, he's from New Jersey. He's not involved in our politics out here. He was telling them he's a civilian in terms of gangbanging. He's a rapper from New Jersey. Because I did see them. They were standing up They was cracking their knuckles. There was some of them that had blood on them and like the horn tattoos. You know, the tattoos like this. It was coming in there with blood on them. One dude came in there with blood all over his shirt. And he was mad hype. And he kept saying, yeah, we fucked him up, eh? We got him, eh? Yeah, he was all hype. I'm just like, oh my God. They literally put me in a cell with 60 Mexicans. But after that, and dude represented, you know, he basically let them know who I was. They just basically saluted me. I ain't had no problems. You know what I mean? And I just walked right up out of there and wound up leaving from there. You know what I'm saying? A couple people dabbed me up, showed me love. Well, this cop that thought he was going to get me, you know, either way, was in his mind, okay, you know what? Okay, well, I'm going to put you, they're going to get you. I'm going to put you in this cell with 60 gang members. They're going to wind up violating you anyway. That's what he thought. Who's God with, no man curse, right? You know what I'm saying? That part. But anyway, don't do no 4 extra. Don't do that. Don't do that to that man. That's bad enough. You know what I'm saying? Losing your hand is crazy, man. But yeah, I definitely, that's why I was like, I gotta be careful. I need to get me an actual can opener instead of stabbing my can with a knife, but I had to do what I had to do. But I appreciate y'all, man. Wolf Love said, hey, handsome. Hello, love. How are you? The Ice Queen. What that mean? You icy? You ice cold, baby? You ice cold about that bread or what? What that mean? Put me on. You know, I'm building my empire right now, you know what I'm saying? And I need queens, you know. I need a qualified queen, you know what I'm saying? So I can bounce this $1 million game off her, you know what I'm saying? Feed her some of this gourmet organicness, you know what I'm saying? Feed her some salmon basiliato, you know what I'm saying? While we look out over these, you know, these ocean views right here, outside my porch, you know what I'm saying? Plot one, you know? That's the type of vibrations we on over here. You know what I'm saying? Real heavy, high-level crystallization, you know what I'm saying? Stock portfolios, you know what I'm saying? Getting diversified, you know what I'm saying? Lands and titles being pursued, you know what I'm saying? Generational wealth and trust being established. Hello? You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't qualified. Everybody can't go. Everybody ain't ready for that level of chop. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't ready, man. You know what I'm saying? But we functioning at a very high capacity. You know what I'm saying? July 4th, I'm trying to make me at least, he said I'm chasing a little 2 bands. Hey, I'm trying to chase a little 2 bands. Okay. Happy 4th of July. Yeah, we got to tap in with me, baby. Let me see about it. Instagram, The Real Serius Jones. No O in Serious. The Real Serius Jones. Follow me, see about me. It's missing something. Cause I'm a player from the where? Himalaya! Yeah, Sherry, you know. Every time I do that, she barks. Sherry know what time it is. I'm a player from the Himalaya! You ain't doing it again, Sherry. You fucked it up. You always bark when I say that. Alright. You said crazy stories. Yeah, man. Crazy life, brother. Crazy life. Baby, listen. We don't celebrate 4th of July, okay? Our ancestors were slaves, okay? When our slave masters' so-called independence was granted, okay? So we ain't celebrating their independence, okay? We ain't get independent. Right? That was in 1776. We wasn't until another 110 years before we was even halfway considered a human being in this country. Hello? So we gotta at least honor our ancestors by not saying happy holiday that our colonizers invented to celebrate their basically conquering us. It's basically what this holiday meant is, yes, we get to keep these niggas and don't have to answer to anyone. That's what this holiday meant. They defeated the British, which means they didn't have to pay them, listen to them, and they could run slavery free without being questioned. That's what this holiday meant. You understand? So, you know, let's say happy still ain't free day. Happy ancestors. Happy long live the ancestors day. Something. We gotta come up with some new thing we say, right? Some shit we say for this day. Other than 4th of July, right? Just to honor the ancestors, you know what I'm saying? Just to honor the ancestors. You feel me? You said we wasn't free at all back then. No independence. Word. You know what I'm saying? We still damn near don't have no independence. You know what I'm saying? Like we still getting killed by the police. They're still getting off. You know what I'm saying? It's still, man. You know what I'm saying? It's still, man. You know? Like, think about this, right? Without getting too political. I know Diddy might have a lot of weird sexual, energy going on. Habits, whatever. But he ain't do nothing different than what music industry motherfuckers been doing since the beginning of goddamn time. What did he do different? Flew some hoes out to fuck him? Slapped his girl around? Paid some strippers and hoes? Male hoes, female hoes? Yeah, he paid people. He's rich. What the fuck? That's what people do. So, of course, you got a little loose with it, a lot loose with it, right? And maybe you're feeling a little more invincible. You probably should have toned it down. But a federal RICO case for that? In 2025, y'all sitting here and insulting the world's intelligence by making a federal RICO case for a nigga's sex habits. And it's not with minors. It's not with unconsenting adults. You're saying that this man has weird sex habits. That's what the case was. You calling it racketeering. Racketeering is for mob bosses. How could you racketeer pussy without being a pimp? You a racketeer trick? What are you, the Al Capone of tricks? Like, what are you talking about? He's the Al Capone of tricks. Like, you doing the most gangster tricking ever. You flying bitches out, you having drugs set up, you having mules flying in and out with kilos of cocaine for your tricks. Like, what are you saying? He's Pablo Escobar of tricking? He's combining kilos with prostitutes and it's organized. It's like an organized thing. He's got baby oil set up. When they land, they get a Kia Coke, some baby oil, and like, what are you saying? He's organizing this shit for what? For his dick. Pause. He's organizing shit for his own dick. Like, what the fuck? How is that racketeering for a man to organize some shit around his own penis? Pause. Like, what? They at this point, they'll show you that they don't care. They don't care that we would think or say. They know we're not gonna rally around Puff. They know that we're gonna say, "Oh, okay." They know how fast we turn on our own. That's why they. That's why they. You know, they go straight at us and don't feel no way because they know we're not gonna ride. They know all they gotta do is a public smear campaign, couple little ads in the paper, and we gonna do the rest. We gonna turn right on a nigga. And then when he get exonerated, yo, I promise you, I only saw about 2 posts today. I only saw about 2 posts today saying anything about Puff, like in a positive way, acquitted. Nobody's saying, yeah, see, damn, when I could treat that man like the innocent man he is, we're sorry for calling him this. Nobody doing none of that. They ain't gonna do none of that. Ain't gonna be no apologies. Ain't gonna be nobody acting like they feel bad for assuming or treating this man negatively. Ain't gonna be none of that. So what does that tell you? They know that we tear each other down so fast. That's why it's so easy for them to do their job. Because we do the rest of it for them. We make it easy for them. You know what I'm saying? That's the cold part, man. That's the cold part. We always make it easy. We always hate on ourselves. We always make the white man's job easy. But anyway, that's the part I don't understand, and I don't know how that's gonna change. I don't know what's gonna change or if it's gonna change. But we got a lot of COONs that literally, you know, are kind of like diluting our culture, man. Are kind of making it to where like there's a lot of people that just don't really understand what it means to be a black man in America. I don't think they don't know our history. They don't know what we stand for and represent. If you talk to them about, you know, what it means to be a black man, they will talk to you like a slave about it. You know what I'm saying? They will have an opinion that's like from slavery and up. They ain't knowing about, you know, ancient, you know, Timbuktu and Kemet and you know what I'm saying, our real nature as kings and queens. You know what I'm saying? As rulers and makers of civilization, man. And that's unfortunate. You know, I'm blessed that I was raised with that type of knowledge itself and with that type of confidence to believe in it. You know what I'm saying? And to know, you know, nah, we come from royalty, bro. You know what I'm saying? We are the ones that really made the world tick. We showed everybody medicine, building, you know what I'm saying, irrigation, you know, arithmetic, Imhotep, you know what I'm saying, medicine, all of that. And it's not about being racial, it's about just being proud and understanding from a cultural standpoint, because that's what it is. We don't know our culture. All we have left is what we able to create, hip hop and whatever else, because we can't identify with, and people from other countries, they can't understand that. They be saying, so where are you from? And it's like, you don't understand the concept that black people in America don't know that? How would I know where I'm from in Africa? Like, what do you don't understand that? Well, you know, like, I'm from Russia, so I know where my grandfather, yeah, you wasn't a slave. You didn't have hundreds of years in between for people not to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't understand that. And people be like, they really don't understand that concept. You really got to break that down for them to really get it, even though they know slavery existed, but they so far removed from the reality of what that means for us. They really will sit there and hold it against us that we don't know our culture, that we don't know what our great, 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 great grandparents did or whatever. They will hold that against us and say, yeah, black people, they don't even know their culture. They don't even know. How are we supposed to know? How are we supposed to know? All right, let's see. Let's see if we're cooking with something. All right. That's how it came out. Salmon. You know what I'm saying? Roasted garlic sauce. Spaghetti. Let's see if it's hitting for something. Okay. Not mad at all. Not mad at all. But you know what we're gonna do? Never too much garlic. When garlic came down. When garlic came down, we're gonna Parmesan him down. Parmate. Oh yeah. All right, let me get out of here. I love y'all. Chef Boy RP. Let's get it right, Jack. You know what I'm saying? Y'all follow me, The Real Serius Jones, on Instagram. No O is Serious. You know what I'm saying? And check out that new joint that I just dropped today. Check out my new post that I put out today. I got a new song that I just laid today. And I've been doing this Afrobeat wave, man. It's it's fun, man. But let me know what y'all thinking. Let me know what y'all feeling. Let me know y'all ideas. You know what I'm saying? If you're jacking something, if you're not, whatever. I'm interested to hear y'all feedback and y'all thoughts, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. Salute. Check out the Art of Word War. Stream my music and stay in tune with me, man. With love. Good night. Good night. Good night.